Hey, good evening, YouTubers. This is Fran-Sez. It's a Wednesday evening, about 8:30 p.m. in Florida, USA. Um, Anyways, just want to kind of share a couple things that happened to me. Um, Yesterday, Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day, I went out for lunch. And basically, I went to local bar, and it's called Norm's Alibi. So I went there and I started drinking draft beer, and they had a special. For $3, you get like this little green plastic round container with a green Jello shot in it. And they also, what came with that was a bottle of Guinness, the black Guinness. And normally they charge $4 for a Guinness. It's like a premium beer, but it was $2. So it was like $3 for the Jello shot with the bottle of beer. So I says, well, hey, I think I'm going to do that. So I had about 5 of those after I had a pitcher of beer, and I had a little glass of what do you call that? It wasn't Bailey's. It was some other kind, but it was Irish cream. It's like that milky coffee tasting liqueur. So that was nice too. So, anyways, when I got hungry, we ordered some food from this Chinese place called Wok and Roll, and so we got a lunch thing. I got bourbon chicken and rice, and it was like $5.25. So anyways, I had a good time there, and after having a few beers, toward the end of the afternoon, I was getting kind of groggy and tired, so I stopped drinking. The last hour or so, I had like 3 Coca-Colas, and the caffeine got me like going and perked up so I could get out and take the bus home. So I did. So it took me about an hour and 15 minutes to get home. I had to take 3 buses, but they were timed almost perfect. I only had to wait about 5 minutes at each bus stop for the other bus. So it worked out good. So anyways, I just got home, and when I came home last night, 7:15, my shower enclosure looked like brand new. So apparently, while I was gone all afternoon yesterday, the maintenance people, somebody came in here and they fixed the hole in the ceiling above my shower and tub in my tub. So great. So now I got everything back to normal. So I was real happy about that. So, anyways, I made some more potato soup this morning, and I was kind of I wasn't hungover. I was just kind of groggy and tired. So I really didn't. And then this morning I made a chocolate cake with vanilla frosting for a friend next door. So about 2 o'clock this afternoon, I delivered a cake, and we sat on our patio, and we each had a big giant piece of cake, and then we went and watched the news, and I came home about 5:30, so that was what, 3 hours ago. So I've been working on my Facebook pile, and oh man, I ain't watching the YouTube videos in 3 days, so there's about 50 or 60 of them that I haven't seen. So I don't have time to watch all that stuff anymore. I mean, So anyways, I caught up with my Facebook feed, and tomorrow I got to go do some food shopping, and then maybe I'll watch some YouTube videos tomorrow and try to get caught up there. But just letting everybody know that if I haven't left a comment on your YouTube video, it's probably because I didn't see it, and I'm sorry, but Fran-Sez, you know, I just haven't had enough time to do everything. So I spend a lot of time on Facebook. So if you want to become a friend, if you know me and like my YouTube videos, and you want to follow me, and I put a lot of comments on Facebook postings and share things myself. There's a lot of things going on in Florida. They got this new HB 583 transgender restroom bill. Somebody's trying to make it illegal for transgender people to go to use a public restroom, and boy, that's, so there's a lot of phobia out there, and I think it's unjustified. And some of these politicians are making things worse. They're making people even fear the transgender people even more. And it's totally unjustified because they have no basis in fact for passing these laws that discriminate against us. So, so hate to say it, but I mean, a lot of these religious people aren't very loving. They're very hateful, spiteful, and phobic, and they're very ignorant and uninformed, haven't researched transgender at all. They just kind of like they just listen to whoever's screaming and complaining about it. I mean, it's just a bunch of ignorance. This is turning into like a witch hunt. Okay, so people, wake up. As far as I'm concerned, if you're religious and you don't like the fact that people that have psychologically feel like they're a woman and you're preventing them from going to the women's room, or some people were born and biologically, or whatever you want to call it, female, but they're transitioning to be a male, and you're going to prevent them from going, or forcing them to go into the ladies' room when they look like guys with beards and all that stuff. I mean, it's going to cause more problems than anybody anticipates. So my advice to all the straight people out there, maybe you should spend some time researching this. There's all kinds of doctors. They've been researching this for many years. And stop watching all your stupid TV shows. And why don't you spend some time researching this? Read some articles by doctors and professional people. So, don't cram your religious beliefs down everybody else's throat, because you know what? You're no better than these ISIS people chopping people's heads off over in Iraq or wherever, because you're murdering people's character, and putting people in a situation where they can't use the restroom in public. I mean, that's ridiculous. Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, you have a right to go to the bathroom, and everybody else deserves that same right. So, all right, well, that's enough said there. It's just, so hopefully, when these bills finally go for final approval, maybe they'll get all voted down. Maybe reasonable, sane people will vote the stuff down, because, it's not right, So that's all I can say. I can't force anybody to do anything. It's just that all I can do is protest against what's happening because my rights are being violated, and it's not pretty. So, anyways, what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to stop going to businesses and restaurants and things, and oh well. So there'll be a lot of fallout. There'll be a lot of economic fallout here, and then maybe cooler, sane people will change it back the way it is right now. So, all right. So that's all I got to say. 10 minutes. Anyways, there's a lot of postings on Facebook in opposition to these bills that are being promoted in Florida, Texas, and other states, and hopefully, uh, you know, if you want people to have the freedom to exercise their rights, maybe you ought to support whoever you want, okay? But I think some of these politicians are just creating a lot of divisiveness and hate and fear that's un-American. So why can't we all just get along? I mean, love thy neighbor as thyself. Okay. Goodbye. That's all I have to say now.